Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Cookiecast. Today on Cookiecast, it's the football podcast. You can't see the forest for the teas. We've got host Paul Williams and co-host James Panas being joined halfway through the podcast by Stu Woodmansey. So we get to review what's going on with the Middlesbrough games, the Forest games, and the Hull games, thanks to Stu's participation. So, check this one out. This is You Can't See the Forest for the Teas. You could have done it.
I know, but I don't know what I'm doing.
It's that one. I knew it. It's you.
No, I don't know if I've done that. Well, it's flashing, so it's right. But I don't know if I don't know if I did the old double tap.
I had a feeling it was that one.
I don't know if I zombie landed it.
What, like one to the head, one to the chest?
Oh,
Well, you sit down and I'll recorrect.
You're a cunt. I'm the cunt.
Whoa!
I take it.
Can you imagine what we're going to do when there's 5?
There's no chance of
Five?
bullshit cast happening, is there?
That's what I was looking for. That's why I was looking for a card.
Oh, I thought you were talking about 5 people.
Yeah.
All having a go.
I also thought you were. I also thought you were pointing
5
at
cameras.
He's got the handheld. Although it did look just like a fan at first glance. So
It's for close-ups, James.
First person.
Tired of looking at the fucking. I want to hear. Tired of this.
just
Tired of the gut.
just don't.
No.
What?
No.
What are you on about?
Extreme
Oh, I
concept.
thought you were going to do like some first person view. You know, like a bit like Peep Show podcast, like where it's all from your point of view.
POV. I'm not doing no POV. I don't get paid enough for that.
He definitely does.
If you did POV, maybe you get paid more. Ever think about that?
Good moment, ladies and gentlemen.
Did James just turn into my pimp?
Possibly.
Cool.
I mean, you say turned into it. It's probably been there.
Continued being my pimp.
That probably makes more sense.
If I get a cut.
Welcome to everyone's favourite Middlesbrough / Nottingham Forest / guest team
I honestly thought you were going to go / Barnet.
Barnet first.
/ Barnet based football podcast.
Too big for Barnet.
Hashtag too big for Barnet. After this, if it turns out it's actually hashtag too big for Brentford, which would make more sense because he was.
Oh, why was it just bees?
Well, it was because the game was Barnet versus Brentford, which was the Bees versus the Bees.
At the Hive.
And the first game was at the Hive, whereas the second game, obviously the replay, was at Brentford.
Pretty
And then I think we then said, who have they got at the weekend? And he went, I don't care about Brentford, so it might make more sense that it was Brentford over
I thought I
Barnet.
said I don't care about Barnet, but
You know
anyway,
what? We'll have to go back and listen to our
can
own
only-
material.
It's
I can
gone.
only shed light on the fact that today's quiz, she's outdone herself. I was saying to him,
Bonus
roping.
Wait.
Bonus points I'm offering.
is this why he
roping.
wins the quiz every week? Because you talk about the quiz with him before I get here?
I don't talk. I just said to him today only, for one time only. I said to him, this week's quiz, and then I said roping arcs, and he didn't understand.
Yep, not a clue what that means.
Roping arcs.
Cheers.
Right, okay then.
There's a lot of predictions on the sheet here, boys.
Yeah, we've actually, it's weird because we've predicted
So-
games that haven't even happened yet already.
Technically, yeah.
So, I want to come back. I want to call back.
Right.
What we're doing? Are we doing these bets? That needs to be a thing.
Bets.
Bets.
We did
bets,
briefly
We
discuss
touched on it last week.
Now
Now
we're
then,
potentially going to do.
way back in the think tank.
I'm going to say all together there.
It's not like brainstorm. You can't
No,
say
brainstorm
Yeah,
is
but
what you
now
Can't say
you've-
brainstorm.
now you've said
anymore, but
brainstorm.
Think tank. You can still say it.
Think tank.
Blue
I
sky
think it's
thinking.
Mind
mind
mapping.
mapping now, isn't
Mind
it?
mapping. Right. So back in the days when we mind mapped this podcast, one of the things that came up was a betting system. So when you do your prediction, you have to be that convinced that your prediction is going to come off
That you're going to stake some money on
that
it.
you put money on it. Now, either that's one of the three of us. You've definitely got a Sky Bet account. You have a little flutter.
Well, does it need to be a... No, I don't bet. But...
What?
That's why I
Right,
set
all
it
right
up.
then. Do you want to bring it down a bit there, Paul?
Got to be bullshit.
That's why I set him up for it. So either
Or
me
do we
or
not just throw a
Paul...
pound in each week and then just see who
That's
gets
the other option.
Who gets the pot?
We get a bucket, and either...
Gets the pot. But I didn't bring any back.
No, you didn't. You shithouse.
I just brought back...
Oh yeah, it would have been so much better if you had a Ajax top on.
I know, that'd have been perfect, but sadly I didn't get any chance to go and buy anything. Literally.
Would funds have allowed for an Ajax top just to sit on the podcast?
Yeah.
Too many live sex shows, presumably.
So,
Paul's been to Amsterdam this week.
So, I have just been to Amsterdam. Too many live sex shows? Yes, absolutely.
From the people you went
Did
with?
I go see any of them? Not fucking one. Didn't even go to have a little goosey gander at something. We walked past one, and I was like, should we pop in, lads, and just see what's in there and stuff like that? And they were all like, no, I'm not that bothered. So there's me just going, well, I can't go in on my own. That's just incredibly sad.
Yes.
Oh, there wouldn't be anyone in there on their own.
There'd be people we'd laugh at though.
Wall to wall. Most of them wearing Macs.
Well, we'll just be straight off, doesn't it? So, one of the guys that I was speaking to that had went said that he went with about 5 or 6 lads, and they went to one where there was someone in the middle, and then obviously there was just the sort of the shutters all the way around it, and all they basically did was got each side and basically pulled down the shutters, and then just tried to, like, you know,
Look at the one on the other side.
look at each other on the other side and just try and give it all this and stuff, rather than looking at the girl who's getting, like, you know, noshed off by a cat or something in the middle of the room. They're too busy trying to catch the eye of their mate, just going.
Jizz mopper.
So back to the football.
So I would like us to address the betting scenario. What are we doing? Because I think that's really going to tighten up those predictions.
£1 a person per week.
So, we basically, me, Phil, and Tom had a similar thing going for the NFL bets earlier in the season. Now, what we were doing is we'd take it in turns to each put a £1 bet on each week, and we'd each pick 2 players to score a touchdown at any time. So we could adopt a similar principle in which we each take it in turns each week to put a £1 in, and we each pick either 2 games where we pick a result, or, what might be better, pick an anytime goal scorer in some games. Obviously, you've got Emnes covered for every single game. We just have to find who he's playing for.
Sorry, I've moved on.
Oh!
Have you done research? Have you done some research?
Britt Sombalonga
That's
and
it.
Joe Lolly. Obviously.
Dried up on that front though, isn't it?
Well, you know, I know all about that. I could only research one podcast and I went with the wrestling.
Right, okay.
Time. Do you know how all this happens? All this magic happens? Me sitting banging my... Has anybody watched last week's? I know.
No, but I think Stu might have, and he enjoyed it a lot.
Right.
He said that you could just hear the sadness in your voice, and it was...
When I actually coded it, I was like... What makes it worse is, I uploaded it to YouTube, Fire and Forget Walked Away, and then randomly, like 2 days later, I was like, I never did check that podcast. Put it on the big screen, press play, so it started playing, it was glorious. Then the screen went black, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Then it came back on, like, okay. Then it went black, and I'm like, do not tell me that I forgot to untick all the things to put all the cameras back on. Literally, I had a laptop there, I threw the laptop, shot downstairs, loaded it up, was like...
He's not got any quality control going on here, has he?
This is why I need a producer.
Where's your staff?
Send in your CVs for producers, people. I will almost definitely pay.
The budget will be very small.
The budget will be whatever we're making this said Sky Bet account.
Yes!
There you go!
Oh, God.
So bringing it back to that, so we've either got the option of picking teams to win, or you get more money on a draw. To be fair, so if you fancy a draw, you could always go for that, or we can go the goal scorer.
I always think it's really sad going. Do you know what? I think this game is going to be a draw.
You've obviously never spent much time speaking to Phil Walls. Phil Walls, captain of the That's got 0-0 written all over it. But it doesn't go for 0-0, goes for no goal scorer, because then that still covers you if it's an own goal.
God.
So, I think by this time next week...
We have a plan.
We'll have money in a betting account.
Yeah. All right then.
So is it a weekly thing or is it a seasonal thing? Do you want to win each week?
Optimistic.
I like it, yeah.
Hey, most people say I'm an optimist.
If someone wants to go to the effort of putting them on each week, be my guest.
I've got my Sky Bet account.
I've got a Sky Bet account.
I'm more than happy to use it.
£2.63 in it.
Mine's got about 40 quid in it at the minute.
Well, some £40.
Some of the sensible people had backed some stuff in the Super Bowl and then backed Sadio Mane to score first.
Yeah, we went through this. Anyway, yeah, we'll sort out the betting offline, as it were.
So, let's talk Middlesbrough versus Leeds.
So we can't just go straight into the result on this one because something quite serious happened in the game.
Right, so I've jumped ahead.
Shall I tell you what was really serious? I had him to bloody score.
Jack Clark.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
Scratch that out. So Jack Clark started the game for Leeds, came off at half time, and then towards the end of the game, everyone just the game stopped because there was loads of commotion on the Leeds bench and stuff like that. So the game stopped for 12 minutes because this Jack Clark guy had just passed out or just fainted or collapsed on the bench, and no one knew what to do. Well, I say that, no one knew what to do. Basically, so their medical team rushed over, the Middlesbrough medical team rushed over and tried to sort of I'm assuming resuscitate him, which I'm assuming they did because he went to hospital.
Apparently, I heard that he was fine by the time he got to hospital.
Well, yeah. Apparently, he was tweeting. I made that sound like he was just out going. But someone had said something like,
"What, is he a Leeds fan?" I just thought
he's from York.
Is he?
Did not know that until my dad pointed it out. But yeah, he's from York, apparently. So yeah, he must have been okay. But obviously, they're still running loads of tests. And I was saying, I hope it's not one of these things where it turns out he's got a degenerative heart condition or something like that. Because that's awful. Because he's only 18, 19.
I was going to say, I thought it was just maybe he's overdone it. I know it sounds weird for a professional sportsman, but I don't think to date he's done a 90 minutes, has he? Because he
always seems to come off or go on late in the game.
He's probably only started 2 or 3 games.
Well, this is his first regular season for him, isn't it?
Yeah, and he's been coming off the bench a lot.
So. Yeah.
And I know I saw him when he made his first start. I can't remember which game it was. It might have even been the Forest game, and they had to pull him off because he was literally cramping half.
That's what? It was his birthday, wasn't
it? But no, he was cramping halfway through the second half, just because he'd not done a 90 minutes.
Well, it makes sense. Like I say, yeah. So yeah, they had to take him to the hospital, but it turns out he was touch wood and stuff like that. He's fine now and stuff like that. But yeah, they had to play 12 minutes of added time, and Leeds scored the equaliser in the 101st minute to make it Middlesbrough 1.
You know when we got to
Leeds 1.
You shit out.
When we got to work on Monday, you were like, "Have you spoken to Paul?" And I was like, "No, I haven't spoken to Paul." I did lie because as soon as that result come through, I just texted him. I was like,
bear in mind. So this happened around the same time we were doing a cycling tour of Amsterdam. So it started at 12. First 2 hours we just had a nice little cycle around. Then we stopped at a coffee shop for a drink.
12 that time.
Yes. So by 2 o'clock the game had only just started.
Yeah. I didn't know if you would have found anywhere because it obviously wasn't on the UK
TV. So I was kind of hoping that we were going to go to a bar or something that might have had a dodgy box.
Like a Greek digital box. Or
Al Jazeera TV, as everyone knows. But even if we had done, they'd have just had the Man United Fulham game on.
Yeah.
Sadly got to this cafe, sat in this cafe for about an hour, which I thought was a bit excessive, seeing as we'd paid for 4 hours for this cycling tour. Not that sort of cafe. It was right out of the main city.
definitely that sort of cafe.
It wasn't. They didn't have anything. They didn't have anything on the menus or anything. Bear in mind, I didn't realise just how rife it is there. I thought you could only smoke it in the cafes.
My brother-in-law went a couple of weeks ago, but he was saying it was really weird that there was like the normal cafes, and then like you'd go like a bit further in, and then like the other side of the cafe was literally like, you know, with menus for it all and stuff like that. But he was saying at the same time as that, he was saying that then he'd witnessed that like although like this is like rife and acceptable and stuff, that one lad had got like picked up by, I don't know if it was like policemen or community support officers or whatever, for literally having like an open can of beer in public.
So they are very weird. So the way they work is they're really lax on certain things, especially certain laws. And, you know, obviously that's fine. Like, you know, the weed stuff, they're like, they could not give a shit. But other stuff, they're like, you're off to jail, mate. Like, for what?
They just had a tinny in the street, and there was.
I think it's. No. Well, I imagine it's a similar. If you walk around the city centre in York with a can, you'll get picked up by the police because you're not allowed to drink in public. Whereas if you're outside in a beer garden, that's acceptable because it's on the premises of the pub. I've kind of lost track of where we were. Oh yeah, so we were cycling back to drop the bikes off, and this is when the game's just about finishing. So it's about 10 to 4 local time. So that means we've passed 90 minutes at this point.
So you're expecting a result.
Every time we basically pulled up to a traffic light, whip the phone out, have a quick check.
1-0.
Still 1-0. Trying to get to refresh. Lights have changed. Lock it. Put it back in the pocket. Get to the next one. Same again. So I can't check it. So basically, we managed to get to within spitting distance of getting the bikes back. I pulled it out. Refresh. Oh no! It buzzed because I've got the Middlesbrough app that normally comes up with the flashes for the kick-off, half-time, full-time.
Does it do goal ones as well?
It doesn't do goal flashes for some reason, which is annoying.
Yeah.
But, so flashed up, full-time, Middlesbrough 1, Leeds 1. I was like, you have got to be fucking kidding me.
And then was it worse when you saw the time?
And then I just checked it. I was like, well, I've literally just been checking my phone. We almost got to 4, and it didn't say full-time on it, and anything like that. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So I read through it and all, and saw that they'd had 12 minutes of added time, and that fucking stupid cock fucking head, I want to say Calvin Harris, but that's not even his name. Calvin Phillips. You know how you've got your hair?
No one had Calvin Phillips down.
You know how you've got your hair? Imagine it exactly the same as yours, but properly sort of shaved round the sides, and then basically like braided on top. Fucking wanker.
It's almost like as if like your old haircut, but you've got it like all wound up on top.
Fucking prick.
Isn't it, really?
No, not good lad. Tosser.
So
he's fucking hard man as well, isn't he? He's like,
probably.
Yeah.
As far as predictions goes.
Oh yeah, let's go back to it, yeah.
Paul, you will take 2 points.
I absolutely will not.
You predicted the score correctly.
I said 2-2, didn't I?
You did fucking not.
I think he went 2-2.
I went 2-2.
Yeah.
I honestly could have sworn I got 2-2.
You've got 2 goal scorers down.
Right, so
2 points for Mr. Williams.
Johnny Houghton did not score. Neither did Patrick Bamford.
He did not. So I didn't get any points there either. Brits on one?
No.
Down.
Oh, hang on, let me think. Who was it?
Now then, do I get a point?
You'll never get it.
Because I went 2-2.
Yeah, you get a point for the correct result.
James, no points. So
did you go 2-1 Leeds?
I can't remember what I went.
2-3.
Ooh.
Did I get no goal scorers?
Well, let's find out.
Oh, okay.
So obviously, Gusted.
Don't even think he made the bench, or if he did, he definitely made the pitch.
And Sambalonga.
Did I go for a no Sambalonga double?
No.
Oh, I went for Leeds. No, I went for Leeds for 3, and I believe I went for. I did not go for Phillips. I think I went for Clark, Roof, and Janssen.
Is the correct answer?
He doesn't get a point for
that.
Sadly, he doesn't get a point for just remembering what he said last week.
Oh, James.
You can't remember what you said last week.
Shh.
I do hate to break it to you, but I think the stats mistress was listening to last week's quiz.
Right.
Because the extra point this week is if you write the answer down before all the options.
Oh, fuck off.
Don't, because I've looked at it and gone...
Not going to happen.
You'll be... But one of them's got like 2. I'm like...
We'll get to that.
Oh, we'll get to that.
So, no points for you.
No.
Yes, the Middlesbrough goal, for anyone who was bothered, was scored by Lewis Wing, who...
Plays on the wing.
Is unbelievably good.
Plays on the wing.
He does not. He plays in central midfield. But he's the new Jamie Vardy sort of rags to riches.
Have you not had a wing? Have you not predicted a wing at some point?
I think he has.
I think I probably predicted him to score against Newport in the 6-0 super thrashing that we had on the cards.
You can guarantee it'll be on the bit of paper that
it's not.
It doesn't
matter. It's irrelevant now. But
So I'm behind so far. Then.
So Lewis Wing, he's this. They signed him from Shildon in the Northern League.
6-0.
Yeah,
Lewis Wing.
You can't have a point for that.
I cannot have a point for that.
Point.
They signed him from Shildon in the Northern League, and there's someone found a tweet that he put about 4 or 5 seasons ago.
Racist.
No, it was something like he was watching either a game or Soccer Saturday or Soccer AM or something like that.
Oh, I've heard this.
Can you imagine how good it will be to be a professional footballer?
Yeah.
And then obviously 5 years later, there he is scoring a goal.
I think this is why we remember him, because you've told us this before.
When you said
it's just one of those really nice stories about football, because like this is a kid who's obviously he's literally playing for the love of the game to be playing in the Northern League, then just happens to get found by a team quite high up the football pyramid, and turns out to have the footballing ability to be able to back it up. So, well played, Lewis. Good lad.
So let's move on to the big game.
Brentford, or possibly Barnet.
Too big for Brentford. Let's go. Nottingham Forest versus Brentford.
Right. So are we saying
it was Brentford? So it must have been Barnet then.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Right. So I think I went out there with a bit of a crazy one and said it would be 3-1.
I can't even remember what score this finished.
Well, I'll come back to that.
Well, I'll have a look.
Well, I know.
Well, I'll have a look myself.
So I think I went for 3-1. I think I went for Mopé scoring for Brentford. I think I may have gone for... You're going to call me on the pronunciation, but... Deriqua?
Deriqua. It's definitely Tiendai Deriqua, I think.
It's Deriqua, Cash and Graben with a 3-1 win. I think I've got 2 points then.
Nottingham Forest 2. Brentford 1. He's got full bar. Full chub.
I
guarantee
2 points down there.
Full chub.
I guarantee he didn't get those scorers though.
I'm half thinking I might have got
Paul
the Brentford
Williams
scorer correct here.
Takes a 0.
I don't know if did I go for 2-2 or did I go 1-2?
You wish you did.
What did I go?
1-3.
Oh dear. In the Brentford scorers, did I ever say the name Sergi Canos?
You did not.
Bastard!
Should you?
Wait,
I should have.
All right.
You've just said Canos though, but we know when Andy's understood what that meant that he might have written something down there.
Oh yeah.
Anything that looks like
Canos.
No, I'm pretty convinced.
So what did I say? I must have said Mopé, Romain Sawyers, and I can't think of who else the other guy is.
I've got a signed jersey by him.
Watkins.
Yes.
Right. Well, no.
Ollie Watkins.
No points for you then. Unless who did you go for the Forest?
Did I put Lewis Graben down by any chance?
You did.
Give me a
point. He sneaked a point.
And then some guy who was a type of beef scored for you.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know who he is.
I don't know if it's his first game or just his first goal. But,
is he?
I don't know.
And a headed strike on his debut from substitute Mola Wagyu.
Yeah. Don't know who he is.
All I know is he's a type of Japanese cattle.
So who scored for Forest?
Graben and
Wagyu
beef. You know he's gonna. You know that one's gonna get used.
Who scored for Moped? No.
Sergi Canos.
Oh, James. That's okay.
So,
no.
2, 2, 1.
2, 1.
Like that.
And party. I think that means that Andy's taking the week.
Well, I suppose, because we've already predicted. Are we assuming today's?
Ah, yes, shit out.
We've already predicted the games that are happening tonight and tomorrow.
So that's a draw then.
Me and you both up.
Because I've taken 2 points for the Nottingham Forest game, and I've taken 1 point for the Middlesbrough game. You have taken 2 for Middlesbrough and 1 for Forest.
I thought you had the. Who did you score? Who do you? Oh,
so it's a 3-3.
Johnny Cash and Ozzy Osbourne.
No, he went Ollie. He went different.
So we haven't had these games because we're up to date with our podcast.
The other one's happening in about half an hour.
Mere moments away from live on Sky Sports. Oh no, it's at 8 PM.
I thought because it's the feature.
Yeah, Sky Sports main event.
Yeah.
Although saying that,
so we don't need to do any predictions then.
We do for the
but
weekend.
It's because you're not on. It's because it's not a main event. Your game's on Action.
Yeah, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Whatever Sky Sports Action is.
I'm had to assume that the tickets were fruitless.
I did ask. They were saying there might be a potential for 1, and I was like, I don't know if he'll fancy having his own with all my family.
You're all Sheffield United fans, are you? I'll be quiet then.
Yeah, no, there's a truth of going. I did ask.
That's fine. Thank you for the.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to put an extra prediction in today, though. If that's okay, can we do a guest prediction? Because I'll be going to Blades Reading on Saturday, so I feel like we should predict that one.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well,
oh wait, I know someone who plays
for Reading.
Yeah,
he won't score though.
He plays in goal. Not bad. Little fun fact for you.
The only person that plays for Reading is...
Damn it!
So, little fun fact for you. His brother, cousin, nephew, uncle, whatever...
Family member?
Played about 3 games for Hartlepool United, and I saw him play, and he was called Conor Islop. He was not a goalkeeper.
Right.
He was fucking shit.
Was he like trading on Shaka's name then?
I think he was a central midfielder.
Is it like a budget story of when... Was it that guy who was
Ali
apparently related to George Weah showed up at Southampton?
Ali Dia.
Was it Hoddle or Souness?
Souness
Put him straight into the first team without even looking at him because he's like previous World Footballer of the Year.
Gotta be.
His brother or his family member. I tell you what, let's have him. No training, no looking at him, straight into the first team. Did he even last the 90 minutes? Did he get pulled off? Wait. Absolute shocker. But anyway, yeah, so let's...
Conor Islop, midfield. Yeah, boy! I think he played about 3 times in
So what game are we predicting now then?
Right.
Weekend game, go.
Well, do you want the Sheffield United one first? Because there's going to be more for me and Paul's Middlesbroughs and Forests as well. Who have you got? We got Preston.
So you have Preston on Saturday.
Yeah.
Reading.
We don't play till Sunday.
Oh, you got a big game then.
Blackburn away on the TV box.
Not a big game.
But
2 TVs in a week for you.
It is also FA Cup 5th round weekend.
Yeah.
So technically, we would have been on the TV regardless of which game we were playing, because the Man City game was already picked for TV.
Yeah. Anyway, Sheffield United Reading on Saturday.
He wants to pick this because he's going to the match, obviously.
And it's weird because obviously Sheffield United still got a game before that one tomorrow night, so we're in the same situation as we were last week.
Can't think of the playing.
I know. Incidentally, though, can I just have a moment just to talk about Friday night's result?
I didn't even see it until I was coming back on Sunday morning.
So Sheffield United, obviously I like to talk about Sheffield United and how I like to watch them.
They were away at Villa Park, I believe.
Yeah. So 3-0 up, Billy Sharp hat-trick. God knows what they're going to do when Billy Sharp stops scoring. But
fall out of the playoffs like they do every single season.
3-0 up with, what was it, 7 minutes to play or something like that? They were all in the 80s, weren't they? Basically blew it 3-3 all.
So, After 81 minutes gone, Sheffield United were cruising to a 3-0 away victory when Tyrone Mings, Tammy Abraham and Andre Green in the 94th minute, at which point I'd be like, oh God, I'd be gutted if my team continued the 94th minute.
Yeah.
Popped up and got a little cheeky point.
Glorious. Absolutely glorious.
I mean, there were probably Wednesday fans just going, mwah! Villa, you beauties.
And Sharp technically shouldn't have got one of them.
Why?
Have you seen the still of it?
I've not seen any of it.
The keeper's like saved a ball on the line. He's got it in two hands on the line, and Sharp's just come in with the kick.
Thrust kick to face. Ugh.
No, into the ball because the goalkeeper's like,
Amazing. Oh, I scored the best goal ever at footy last night.
A screamer.
So someone had just blazed it from outside of the box. I just happened to be running across the path of the ball.
Off the arse.
It hit me in the gut and just deflected it past my brother that was in goal. Absolutely amazing. And everyone was just like, did that hit you in the gut and go in? I was like, yep. Played for and got. The best thing was that my brother was saying, fucking hell, you jammy bastard, that was going so far wide before your fucking fat belly got in the way of it.
I remember when we used to play Sunday League and a goalkeeper had literally gone for it. Was a goal kick. We used to call them ground kicking.
Ground kicks?
Yeah. He'd gone for it, right? He'd hit it and it just stayed so flat and low that it hit the striker who was returning back in the arse and went in. Amazing.
That is incredible.
But it wasn't like the striker was right on top of him. Because it was like, everyone was just turning back to the halfway line and he was just like being the right slow coach with his fat ass.
Oh,
what a goal. Anyway.
Unbelievable.
So, Sheffield United, I'm going to go 3-1 to Sheffield United. Strangely, the same prediction I've given them against your boys tomorrow night.
Do you feel confident you could name 4 whole players? 3 from 1.
I'm going to get some help from Paul in a second.
What's it?
On the Reading scorer.
No,
I don't know his name. Who's that guy that
tore
Man United apart?
Who's the one that kicks the ball?
No, tore Man United apart down the right wing.
I'll have to have a look.
You know what I mean?
I'll know his name if I see it in the lineup.
For Sheffield United, I'm going to go for McGoldrick.
Nice, I like that. I like that.
We'll go for Sharp. And I'll go for...
I believe you're referring to Callum Harriott.
Fleck.
Oh, you cheeky fucker.
Well, I can't go Norwood again.
I keep picking Fleck.
I've got Norwood down for a free kick tomorrow night. He can't get another one.
That's why I keep thinking I went 2-2, because I'm pretty sure I went for 2-2 in the Sheffield United Borough game.
Yeah.
Got that like 2 pages.
Yeah, I think you're talking about Callum Harriott.
Right, we'll go for him then. It doesn't ring a bell if I'm honest, but...
If I'm honest, James, your prediction reeks of somebody else's prediction of another game.
Really?
Have you been the exact 3 goal scorers?
What, you think you're scoring 3 again? Who did what?
I'm just saying there's some...
Oh, no, you picked 2 of the 3 goal scorers. So I think I went McGoldrick and Fleck.
You did. Oh! So,
disgraceful.
Would you like to...
So I picked Billy Sharp. What else do you want me to do after them 2?
Who were they playing again? Reading. Oh, God.
Incidentally, who did I pick for Sheffield United tomorrow night then? Because I'm pretty sure I would have gone Sharp, McGoldrick and Norwood.
Maybe you only went 1-1.
No, I definitely went 3-1, believe me. Sheffield United score 3 every single game. Villa proved it. They do.
On 10 rooks.
In the Middlesbrough-Sheffield United game?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You've gone for 3-1 to Sheffield United.
Yeah.
You want to know who you've picked?
Well, you said it reeked of his, but I think it probably just reeks of what I've already predicted they'll do tomorrow.
Actually, yeah, that's very true.
Right, anyway. What do you think?
Yeah, I've in the same vein. Reading are very, very poor. I'll go for a thumping 4-0 win. I'll go for a Billy Sharp brace.
That means
now, did they get rid of Leon Clark, or did he stay?
I think he went on loan. Was it to Wigan, maybe?
So probably not a great idea to be picking Leon Clark to be scoring anytime soon.
Already, so.
McGoldrick. No, put me down for a brace by both. Sharp 2, McGoldrick 2. And then they'll get a penalty at the end, and they won't.
You're not fancying the Liverpool style like Woodburn to come off and score something. I think he's there, isn't he?
I can't tell you.
I'm going to go 1-0 to Sheffield United. Sharp score.
Excellent.
Solid.
Right,
okay, so
let's talk about some real games.
So our first offering will be Preston versus Nottingham Forest from Deepdale at 3 p.m. on Saturday.
Obviously, that's important that you get that information.
Don't even start. It's a callback to a previously mothballed.
Well, I think the etiquette is that I go last.
You go last.
That means that Andy goes first.
I'm going 1-2.
Ooh. Well, I was going to say, if it helps, I can give you where Preston are in the league compared with where Nottingham Forest are in the league. Forest 9th, Preston 14th.
Feels good to me.
Preston very much the epitome of a mid-table side. Played 31, won 10, drawn 10, lost 11.
I don't know anybody who plays for Preston anymore. I used to.
Did you?
Back in the
Go on.
90s.
Drop us that name.
No idea now.
Reckon.
No, seriously, drop us the name of the person who used to play for him.
Can't remember.
David Moyes. Did he play? Was he player manager to start with? Was he player manager?
I don't know if he was player manager, but he certainly was player there at the end of his career.
And well, then he was certainly managing there before Everton, wasn't he?
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah. I don't know what I was thinking there, yeah.
That's what I thought. Probably a player manager.
I've clearly had a bit of a main fuck there.
Yeah.
I've gone, as soon as he didn't score last week, Lolly. And obviously my boy Johnny Cash is up for one as well because he didn't score either. And I don't know anybody who plays for Preston. Paul Williams.
No, I don't play for them. Paul Gallagher, he plays for Preston.
Let's go with him. No. Gallagher.
Preston 1. Nottingham Forest 1.
Oh! Can't bring yourself to give me a win, can you?
No.
Oh, sorry, mate. 3-1 fucking Sheffield United.
It's all one way with you, James.
Secret, not so secret.
Preston's goal will be scored by dum 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 Tom Barkhazen. Now, will Andy be able to spell Barkhazen? Barkhui.
And I'm out.
You know, as you spelled it out, I could just imagine Andy's writing woof.
Tom
Bark.
sounded like a dog. Yeah, Tom Barkhazen.
And for Nottingham, did you watch the Farmer Michael thing I sent you?
No, not yet.
Oh,
Seriously, there's been loads of links that have been sent by people on WhatsApp or in WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, and I haven't.
So relevant.
Tell me you watched the Roger Giggs video that I sent you.
I don't get it.
It's a big story about how it's basically taking the piss out of Ryan the whole way through.
Right, okay. I assume that's what it was, but I wasn't entirely
He had a
sure.
go on his wife, didn't he?
For 8 years.
Joe Lolly, then, yeah.
Apparently, he's the father of one of the children.
Is that his missus then? That's in the.
I don't think it's. I don't think it's the missus that Ryan Giggs had to go on. I don't know if that's either his new one or an actress.
Now, is this full on confirmed or rumours, or are we having to
No, it's
call ourselves?
See, I didn't know the details, but my brother-in-law then went to where he was explaining it all to Christine Blakely on This Morning or whatever show they're on.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, but she probably already knows because Lampsell just told her.
Oh dear. Yeah.
But anyway.
Do you know what? I'm going to go for Beef Boy. Wagyu to get another goal. WAG.
You know, we talked about throwing in the quid to make these mean a bit more, and we've gone for Wagyu beef.
Ding.
Right, I'm going 3-0.
Of course he is. Even on the way.
Yeah. No, not sorry. 0-3.
You're only going 0-3 because you can't think of any Preston players to score. Right?
I could have gone Og.
So your 3...
Jack Hobbs' own goal. I don't even know if Jack Hobbs is still there.
Your 3 goal scorers are...
Obviously Graven.
Ovs.
Right. I think you're right. Cash is going to score a goal.
Yeah, it's due one.
And I think
This guy.
I think
amazing.
Carvalho is going to get a recall and score.
Zhao?
Yeah.
Zhao. Carvalho.
Yeah. I think, just as a little extra tidbit, I can see him getting Wally's place in the starting team this week.
Not over Andy's dead body.
Oh. Fuck it.
Not happening on his watch.
No, that's my thing. It could be in for Osborne, maybe, I don't know. But.
Do we, in a sort of a show of solidarity, do we want to, the game that Borough could have had, do we want to go predictions for the FA Cup 5th round, Newport County versus Man City?
Well, just much like I'm following Chelsea in the Cup this year, you're obviously now following Newport whilst ever they're in.
Suppose.
So for the next game then.
You could be following Man City next week.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that as a little side. There's
a lot of side sections happening right now, isn't there?
Oh, but that's what makes the podcast must-see viewing.
Yeah.
Newport County versus
Man City.
City, the scum.
The scum. Wow, interesting. Newport 1. Seriously, that pitch is so bad. It's unbelievably bad. Man City.
I don't know how you're going to go. I know what I'm going with.
1-4. Newport's goal will be scored by Porrig Amond. Man City's 4 will be scored by, in no particular order, Jesus, Gundogan, G-U-N...
I bet you can't spell that one.
G-U-N-D-O-G-A-N. I've just had a message from a certain person saying, outside, shall I just come in? Is the door unlocked?
No, I know you said you were going to.
I was going to, but I thought my hand would be better now.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. Quick, text him and go, quick, run in now.
Now is there a thing where he stood there, she's walked in, she's
walked in, she's like,
why is there a man stood at the door?
Jesus, Gundogan, Leroy Sané, and, with a very special goal, from left back, Alexander Zinchenko. I'm basically just saying, we should have done this. We should have picked all ridiculous names to get him to try and spell them.
I told you last week that at the end of the season we're going to go through all the names I've written down and see how close they are to their actual spelling.
I'm just waiting for him to just lose his shit when I say that I think it's going to be 7-0.
Oh, with 7 different goal scorers.
With 7 very English names.
Yeah. No, there will be an English name on there.
Kyle Walker.
No, 100% that Foden will be on the goal.
Phil Foden, of course.
Gets his chance in the cup, doesn't he?
Gets his chance and does not and
Right,
takes
so 7-0.
it. 7-0 actually going 7-0.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Oh God.
Right. They don't give a shit about underplaying it again. Do you see what happened to Burton? Right. So I'm gonna go.
See as it's you, Stu, I've given you the fold away chair.
Thank you very much.
Look at that shirt as well.
Hello, sir.
What a pick. What a pick. Oh, actually,
now we're after going to go through the whole game as well.
You have come just in time for predictions.
Oh dear.
Okay. So, Phil Foden.
You actually expect me to write it down? So, right, so I'm going to have to put aside, because I've still got another game to fit in here.
I know.
Right,
well, you've
so
got two more now. Phil's here. Now Stu's here. There's going to be a whole game to predict as well now. Yeah, so Phil Foden.
Oh.
Foden.
Foden. F-O-D-E-N.
Yeah, Phil's Foden in his results.
Foden, that's his name.
Yeah. I think Jesus will get 2.
What have I walked into?
I think De Bruyne. I don't think they're going to risk him on that pitch.
On that pitch?
I know, yeah.
They shouldn't put anyone who's in the first team. I don't know why I picked certain players there, because there's no way they're playing.
You obviously left Sergio out.
So you're at 4.
Yeah.
What's the point playing Aguero?
I think... Oh, I don't know now.
Stones?
No.
Otamendi?
No.
Fernandinho?
Yeah, we'll have a go on Fernandinho.
We'll have a go on him.
In fact, bump Jesus up. Jesus is getting 3 because I can't struggling.
Oh, Mahrez.
How many have I got left?
You've got
You've
one.
got one to name.
We'll go with Sterling then.
Oh, no way is he going to play. They've seen that pitch. They've seen what they do to, licensed superstars such as the ones from the Borough.
You know what's going to happen now is Andy's definitely going for 0-0.
I'm going 4-0.
To Newport County?
Obviously.
Can he name 4 Newport scorers? That is the question.
So...
I can't name one, and I've already heard you say one.
I'm trying to think of his name. There's a guy... Jamil Matt, that's him.
Yeah. Well, you just need to think who Torres a new one.
I can't think of his
Is
name.
it 3 different scorers scored against you this year? Well, Newport did 3 goals.
They did 3 goals.
They did 3 goals. It reminds me of when Simon did that. How did a great team play?
Is there a Middlesbrough game in all of this?
Yeah,
there
it's
is.
coming.
It's live on TV on Sunday.
He's doing them chronologically.
I am.
So that's why Hull's next.
You might have to help us out here. What's Hull's game on Saturday?
There ain't one.
Oh my god!
Are you still in the cup?
No.
Oh.
We were supposed to be playing Millwall, and unfortunately Millwall's still in the cup. I had tickets to go.
This is music to his
Nightmare.
ears right now.
Yeah. It's been rearranged though, so I'm still
One
going.
less game.
At Hull
Still
or
get
at
on,
Millwall?
still get on my page.
I'm not going to Millwall. Come on, let's be sensible.
Although,
You are a sensible boy.
have you got a midweek game?
We are playing tonight.
Oh, you're obviously not bothered.
Oh, but that could go on the other page.
Rotherham at home,
Yeah,
so.
you can go. Oh, right. Is you just?
I'm trying to get it on the same page. Paperless Office, James. Come on, I can't even fit it on.
Oh, we've only got 10 minutes to get these predictions in.
Yeah. Do you want to now
Put it on the
you're
back.
issued? Do you want to have a go at what you think the Newport County Man City game will be?
Oh well, Andy just said it as well. I had 4-0 in my head.
He'd already gone for 4-1. Did you go?
4-1 I think I went
But
for.
it's like what the sort of pity goal at the.
Oh, well, I'm on, didn't it?
Strong team, aren't
Oh,
they?
he does.
Aren't they, Paul?
A few seasons ago, didn't Borough beat Man City 1-0?
2-0.
Right.
'Cause
So,
I,
Newport might get 1 then.
So bear in mind, that's the game where I made like 150 quid. Because I had a bet on Patrick Bamford and 1-0 Borough. And he scored the first, and it got to like the 92nd minute. And I was absolutely shitting myself. So I decided I'd won like 25 quid on a both teams to score racker earlier in the day.
Did you cash out?
So I went, I'll just put all of that on over 1.5 goals. Just on the off chance, and then I balanced myself out, because obviously if they scored again, I'd get the winnings for that. But the odds were so high because it was towards the end of the game. And then I still had my 175 quid for my Bamford 1-0. In about the 94th minute, City at the post, Borough broke and scored a second. So I ended up winning like 125 quid as opposed to 175 quid. But I was happy. That was the same day that Bradford beat Chelsea 4-2 after being 2-0 down.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, we've just beat Man City, and it's not even going to be the biggest story of the day.
Goal scorers, Stu.
I don't know. I don't really know their second string, so...
Mahrez all 4.
Mahrez will probably play, I would have thought.
I'd imagine so.
So, yeah, stick him down for 2.
Stick him down for a couple.
Fills a few blanks in it. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure about who else is going to play. They could play a completely different 11 that nobody's ever heard of.
Well, I've gone for the backup left back to score, Zinchenko.
Nobody's ever heard apart from Paul.
He played against Chelsea, didn't he? He said backup left back.
Did he play?
The term we use.
He set one off.
Oh, Jesus.
I thought that's why you gone for him.
God.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the others, but Mahrez will play, so I'd have thought he'll have a few.
On a side note, I can give you the lineups for the Hull Rotherham game if it's going to sway anyone's
is that
score
tonight?
selections. That is tonight. That is in 8 minutes.
Time.
So
Didn't even know this guy was still active. Evandro's starting.
He was injured for quite a while.
Right, okay.
I didn't even know this guy was still alive.
One of your old boys playing right back.
Hull versus Rotherham, did you say?
Yeah.
There's Little.
Eric Lehigh.
Oh, is that right? Oh, that, yeah.
Ben Kingsley.
Because there was a video
taking time
earlier
out
in
from
the
the stage
season.
to play left back for Hull.
Because we beat you earlier in the season, didn't we?
Yeah, alright, rub it in.
But there's a video of all the Forest players, congratulating each other, and Lehigh comes over and gets involved. It's really weird. Go back and watch it.
I'm almost certain I'm not going to do that. Right, so we do the person whose team it is gets to pick last.
Okay.
So I'll get us started. Hull good, Rotherham terrible. 2-0 Hull with Jared Bowen getting both.
Oh, you said he gets all the goals from his field, doesn't he?
Yeah, he played right wing.
Yeah.
On this.
I shall also go 2-0 to Hull.
With Jared Bowen getting both.
No, the aforementioned Lehigh.
Oh my God! Up from right back.
High or Lehigh?
He's predicting Lehigh. I would ask you, how high are you?
I know he's not even the one who's been to Amsterdam.
Lehigh very nearly got a hat trick for Forest last
Fuck
season.
off!
Does that mean he had 3 shots not on target?
He got 2, and he
Bullshit!
He did.
Right, there's no way he's not Jack Colback. You can't score twice in one game.
He got 2 and very nearly got a third.
If he hit the bar, I will.
I can't remember, but yeah, it was.
Yeah, his name is spelled Lichaga.
Obviously.
Lick Hadge.
Careful.
Right, you can have LIC at the front of what I've written. For both, yeah?
No, and Bowen for the other ones. It's the gimme in it there.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, if we're all going 2-1.
There we go. Andy's favourite scorer of all time. Emnez to score first, obviously.
Score first on this one. Apparently Bowen's good for a couple.
Well, you could have Kamil Grosicki, or Jackson Irvine, or Henriksen.
Jackson Irvine. That sounds
Anyone
very
that
American,
plays for
doesn't
Rotherham? Yeah, screw it.
Yeah, you can have Joe Mattock.
There we go.
I mean, even though he's playing left wing back.
Left back in the changing rooms. Stu, go.
I'm going to be really optimistic and say 1-1.
Oh, no.
Got beat by Derby at the weekend.
Yeah, that's alright
I
though.
think it'll take a bit of wind out of the sails. So I have no idea who's going to score for Rotherham, because the last famous person I had down for Rotherham was the Chuckle Brothers, and one of them was anymore. So, yeah.
I would just thought, 100% thought he was going to go for Leo Fortune West there.
Leo Fortune West! Wow.
Campbell's down to start.
Campbell is starting.
He's due for one, so go Campbell.
For them, they've got so they're playing 3-5-2. They've got Yates and Smith
I don't even
up front if it helps.
And all this. This paper nonsense.
So last but by no means least, on Sunday at 1 p.m. on Sky Sports main event, it is the main event of the day. Let's be fair. Blackburn Rovers against Middlesbrough. Have at you, ladies.
How did Blackburn do it this weekend?
They got pummeled, didn't they? I think. Oh no.
No, we got pummeled last weekend.
That was against Brentford.
By Brentford, yeah.
Blackburn 0-1 Bristol City. So they're on a bit of a losing streak.
Yeah.
But it is Mowbray and Chapman against their old club. And Danny Graham. I always forget he's there. And Bradley Dack's half decent. Fucking hell, they've got
Dack's good.
You're talking yourself into a loss here.
I'm going to say, that's at least 2 of their goals.
No, Dack's better than Blackburn, isn't he? Really?
There was talk of us going for him before he signed for Blackburn, and I kind of wish we had. No. You go first.
At Ewood Park.
It's at Ewood Park.
Mind you, I don't really do anything because I was convinced that you can't score away from home, but then you went and did West Brom.
We do better away from home than we do at home at the minute.
We'll see how that goes tomorrow.
Nice.
I give you 1-0.
Thanks. Obviously, Gusted to score.
No, there's money on this now. Need to get rid of those Gusted. Well, just go Hugill. Surely that's like the more likely.
The money scorer at the minute is Lewis Wing. He's got like 4 in his last 6 or something like that. Might not be quite that.
Right.
I was right. Gusted didn't even make the bench on Saturday.
What do you reckon then?
He's so shit.
I feel slightly more confident. 2-0.
Well, you are the correct result predicting machine at the moment.
You want to say some predictions? You could say this one.
Stu?
I'm going to say 2-1 Borough.
Ooh. So far, have we got a clean sweep of Middlesbrough wins here?
I think it should be. Well, 1-2, I guess. Yeah. But Borough will win. I'll say the aforementioned Bradley Dack for Blackburn. And go for the podcast favourite, Brits on the longest.
Oh, do.
Stick him down for 2.
Oh, lovely. Lovely jubbly.
Who are you going to score? Obviously, we're not predicting Emnes anymore.
Emnes,
I've had to move on because money's involved.
He's obviously gone for a somber longer, hasn't he? Oh, God.
Does that do us?
We don't really keep... I haven't made mine yet.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
We don't keep clean sheets anymore. But this weekend is going to change that. Blackburn Rovers 0. Middlesbrough 3.
I was convinced you were going to say 0-0 then.
Well, but part of me was thinking it. Stick me down for Lewis Wing. Hugill. Van La Parra. I don't even think he'll start.
You're going to lose a lot of points if it's on the longer scores.
Big time.
And everyone else is on him.
Big time.
I'm not on him, so
The games are officially underway, ladies and gentlemen.
And they are locked in.
Not the main game.
Well, no. You've got 15 minutes, Chief.
I might possibly just have to watch it here while you're doing the wrestling for half time.
Who's on the pad this week?
Oh, it's quiz time.
Oh, you come for the quiz?
Yeah, you joined just at the right time.
you might wish you had. I think that we'll get 2 questions in and you're both going to be like, pull it.
How many is there?
I haven't looked. I got lost in a world of... So, the quiz this week, the rules are... So, three magical words. Who am I? Extra point if you can get the answer before it comes out as an option. So there will be it's multiple choice, but if you can write your name down before it comes out, you get an extra point. What I've said to Paul is write the name and then mark it. If you put a mark next to it, if you get it out before it comes out as an option.
Oh right, because I can,
gets that.
Because I'm on pad this week, I think, but I can do that. It's just that Paul manages to write them and then go.
Yeah, which I realised partway through coding the podcast I'm like, got, camera on me, camera on me, camera on me, and then realise that you start going, oh, just because you showed the camera before, and I'm like, shit. Went back, had to put the camera on him, going, so we could see what he was putting. That should be enough for you, young man.
Oh, I was going to do it on my phone, but that's fine.
Did I need to send this
just
back?
While he's prepping this, I know you've been away, so maybe you didn't watch much game. Did you watch the Norwich Ipswich game?
No, but I saw that Paul Lambert got sent off.
Yeah, and they also sent off a Norwich coach, but he sent the wrong one off. Because Lambert was still remonstrating with as the two of them got sent off, remonstrating with the Norwich guy that he'd apparently had the issue with. But when you look back on the camera, the guy's like, I've got no idea what this is for, and it's because it's not him.
Right, ladies and gentlemen.
Identity, haven't you?
Do we understand the rules,
Yes.
James?
Yeah, you have to write some right answers down.
That's generally
how a quiz works.
Yes. Right. So there are, to answer Paul's question, there's only 10.
That's fine. That's nice.
We can back into, because we've still got 17 questions of the stats quiz to
yes.
do. So if necessary, but time is ticking, gentlemen.
No, it's all right.
So,
because I know now that for that quiz, all you need to do is just go Man City, Man City, Man City, Man City.
Generally,
and then,
that's why.
Then guess a year.
Every now and then, write a different answer down. That's why I never used it, because when I looked through it, it was literally Man City, Man United, Man City, Man United.
I challenged the stats mistress to get a championship-based quiz at some stage, since we all support championship.
Ticks all the boxes.
Send it.
You'll 100% crucify me on that, but
Crucify.
yeah.
Anyway,
so same. The other rules are always the same. I am not responsible for this quiz, and I can't tell you how up to date it is. The stats mistress, she does it out of the goodness of her heart, and God bless her for that.
she's a bloody good egg, isn't she?
So any complaints, direct it to that wall, because you've got about as much chance of getting anything out of any of us. There are 10 here. Who am I, and can you get it before the options come out?
So we're taking it on faith that we do get it before the options come out. Then.
Well, just write your answer.
Yeah.
Mark it before it comes out. Obviously, you'll be scuppered if it's the first one. Let's get started. Question number 1. Played for 6 teams in England and nowhere else. Played for my country many times but never found the net. Won every trophy I could at club level except the Champions League. Your options. Number 1, Mark Schwarzer. Schwarzer? Yeah, let's go. Second option, David Seaman. Third option, Jermaine Pennant. And your fourth and final option is Sol Campbell. Question number 2.
I can't remember the start of that question.
The highest fee paid
Have they
ever.
already scored?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Live updates. City,
5 minutes in.
City 1-0 up and Jared Bonus.
Hey! Point! Get it on the board! Get it on the board!
The highest fee paid ever for me was £5 million. Scored over 300 career goals. Oh, fuck off. Once played with Nwankwo Kanu.
Oh, I went in with a pre-option one there.
Top scorer at my boyhood club for 4 consecutive seasons running. Your first option, gentlemen. Slyvane Wiltord.
Sylvan Wiltor.
That's the one. Teddy Sheringham.
Terry Shedingham.
Lee Hughes. Jermaine Defoe.
Well, I'll just cross that answer out.
Can I cross mine out now?
Willem Defoe.
What were the last two options?
Lee Hughes, Jermaine Defoe.
Instantly, if we all went in on one before, are we willing to share? Just as a little interlude. I am.
I went Ian Wright.
I went Chris Sutton.
Chelsea paid like 10 million for
Did they?
Gone for the right answer, so that's why he's not saying. It's like, I'm not telling you the right answer, you Muppets. Number 3. I am an attacking player.
Oh, definitely got it now.
Played in Germany, England, and Italy in that order.
Germany, England, Italy.
Played in only one World Cup. And your options. Stevan Jovic.
Stefan Jovetic.
Let's go with that. Mario Balotelli. Gervinia.
The man with the 6 head.
Edin
Hazard.
Dzeko.
Edin Dzeko.
Edin Dzeko.
Fuck a duck.
Jesus Christ, give us those options again.
I'm an attacking player. Played for Germany, England and Italy in that order. Played in only one World Cup. Stevan Jovic.
Stefan Jovetic.
I'm not convinced
Mario
that there could
Balotelli.
be more than one correct answer for that
Gervinia.
question.
Edin
Dzeko.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Think Django. Dzeko.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Number 4.
You just giving him like what?
Won the league in 3 different countries. Have an Italian passport, although I've never played in Italy. Have signed for 5 clubs, but only played for 4 of them. Made less than 50 international appearances for my country. Jesus Christ.
These are fucking hard.
So your first option is Deco.
DECO.
Yeah. Your second option is Arjen Robben.
Arjen Robben. Mm-hmm.
Third option is Martin Demichelis.
Demichelis.
And your fourth option, Major Kesman.
Mattia Kesman. Give us the stats again.
Won the league in 3 different countries. Have an Italian passport, although I've never played in Italy. I've signed for 5 clubs, but only played in 4 of them. Made less than 50 international appearances for my country.
These are hard, these. I don't even think I've got... I'm questioning whether I've got any of them. Personally.
Like I said, I did have a feeling that you might pull the plug on this.
No, it's
Question number 5.
I've only felt the need to even try to go for the pre-option ones once.
That was number 2 when I was miles off.
Question number 5 only has 2 options. Ooh, so that's 50. No, in the only 2 stats.
Right, okay.
I'm still going to get it wrong.
Played with Demba Ba, Emile Heskey, Rio Ferdinand, Jermaine Pennant, and Laurent Blanc. And your other fact is European Honours League Cup.
So you only ever won the League Cup.
Options.
Oh, can we just have the questions again first?
Played with Demba Ba, Emile Heskey, Rio Ferdinand, Jermaine Pennant, and Laurent Blanc. And European Honours League Cup. Options. Robbie Keane, Michael Owen, Peter Crouch, and I mean, I don't even know where to start with this one. Jibril
Cisse.
Yeah. What's his first name?
Jibril.
Oh, so I was right. Jibril. You were nearly a Jibril sandwich.
I know it was an option there.
Options again?
And it can't be right. But the only one that I could link all those players to was Michael Owen before they came out, but it's the honest thing that obviously rules him out.
Robbie Keane, Michael Owen, Peter Crouch, Jibril Cisse. Yeah, let's go with that. Question number 6. Played on 4 different continents. Won the National League in 5 different countries. Played under Louis van Gaal. So your options are Juan Pablo Sorin, Samuel Eto'o, Juan Romain
Riquelme,
and Rivaldo. What's with all these like one-named players?
They're all Brazilian.
I'm expecting
2 of them are definitely Argentinians.
What do you mean?
You said they're all Brazilian.
The one name is that?
All right. Well, 2 of them then. Yeah. All right. I can't even remember who the Brazilian ones were now.
Question 7.
I'm lost.
There's a lot. To offset the next one. There's a lot of. There's 5 things, not
stats.
5. Yeah, let's call them stats from now on. Won 2 cup competitions. Won 1 league title. Awarded a bronze medal in the Olympics. Played for 2 English Premier League teams. Earned more than 75 international caps.
These are unbelievable.
I've gone with a pre-question guess.
Nice.
Your first option: Roque Santa Cruz.
Roque Santa Cruz.
Javier
Mascherano.
That's the one. Ki Sung Young. Ki Sung Young. Yeah.
Unless my option comes out now, I'm
and Joe.
J-O.
J-O.
You might be surprised to hear that he's Brazilian.
Those are your options.
Oh my god! Just give us the options again, because I can't remember them.
The options of the players.
Yeah.
Roque Santa Cruz, Javier
Mascherano,
Ki Sung Young, and Joe.
Oh man!
You said they won the title as well, didn't you? What were the stats? Was it saying
one league title?
One league title. No, right. Okay. Can I have the options again then? Because I want to now have a third go at this.
The player options.
Yes, please.
Roque Santa Cruz, Javier Mascherano. Yeah, I can't.
Mascherano.
And this is a British. I'm assuming this is a
Ki
UK
Sung
title.
Young and Joe.
Right.
Well, the caps rules at least one of them out.
Probably does.
It's the league title one that's for me struggling with.
Right, question number 8.
I've got an answer, but I'm not happy with it.
You're right, and you've got 2 stats for this one, kids. Have a Premier League winners medal.
Now is it down?
Earned just 1 senior cap for England. Options.
Oh no.
Francis Jeffers, Luke Chadwick, Chris Sutton, Jermaine Pennant. He's back.
Did you put it down beforehand?
I can't really say because it'd give it away.
Why would it?
Question number 9. Played in 3 different decades. I'm a 1-club man. My father and I both won the Champions League with the same club.
Shit!
Played alongside 6
Do you go Giggsy?
Ballon d'Or winners at club level. Answers. Possible answers. Andre Iniesta, Paolo Maldini, Francesco Totti, or Raul. Brazilian chance?
Spanish.
Did you go for that one?
I put down 2 answers.
And you got it, the second one's right?
I'm pretty sure the second one's right. But I went for Tony Adams.
Not an option, so you're on.
Wait, he's won the Champions League?
Yeah, as soon as he said that, scribbled it out straight away.
Was his dad a footballer?
I think that also put me on.
So basically, someone who
all wrong.
Sorry, go on, Andy.
Played over 250 games in Serie A and scored over 100 goals. You see that? I got that one. Yeah.
Learning.
Played alongside Claude
Makaleli
and Alberto Gilardino. And won Sportsman of the Year in my home country several times. Options: Adrian Mutu, Andriy
Shevchenko.
Yep. Filippo Inzaghi. Alessandro Del Piero.
Shit.
Damn!
Did you put?
Can I have those? I put Totti.
I put Zlatan. That one. Give us the options again and give us the stats.
Played over 250 games in Serie A and scored over 100 goals. Played alongside Claude Makaleli.
Oh, Makaleli.
And Alberto Gilardino.
It was the Gilardino. He was Roma, wasn't he?
Won Sportsman of the Year in my home country several times. Options: Adrian Mutu. And I don't even know what this person's first name is. Andrei Shevchenko. Filippo Inzaghi. Alessandro Del Piero.
Oh my god.
I'll give you a clue. It's one of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who was the second guy?
That name I can't say.
Shevchenko.
Andrei.
It could be any.
Why has he got why?
Because he's fucking Ukrainian.
But his name is
Not just
Andrei.
It's just Andre.
Why is he getting so pissed off?
Fucking stupid.
Oh my god, right. I am feeling very, very unconfident on these. I'm thinking I might have like less than 3.
I like that.
I've got at least a 1 in 4 chance of the question.
I like those odds.
Every time I thought I was going for the pre-option
Every time you got one right, you got it wrong.
Oh man. I'm not even sure I've got the first one right.
So,
No, because by the time... Because I've got in my head who it was going to be, by the time...
Was one of the first stats that he's won pretty much everything?
I can't remember.
The only thing he's ever won is the League Cup with Borough.
I thought it was just that he'd made loads of games, but...
No, he won pretty much everything the game had to offer, apart from the Champions League.
Well, there you go. We're listening properly then, Mara.
You silly man.
I
Question
can't even
number
remember
one.
what the other
Question
options were
number
apart
one.
from that one and Simo.
who am I? I've played for 6 teams in England and nowhere else.
Max Water was born in fucking Australia, knobhead.
Yeah, but he said he played for 6 teams in England.
Well, Bradford bought him from a German team.
Alright, okay. I've seen him play for 6 teams.
Played for my country many times, but never found the net.
Fuck.
Has he played for 6?
Leeds. No, did he start off at Leeds?
Arsenal.
QPR. Arsenal. Man City.
Fuck!
Carry on.
I'm fire.
Well, no,
now he's going to be
wrong.
Simo. Now he's going
Won
to say Simo.
every trophy I could at club level except the Champions League.
No, he did win the Cup with his cup.
And the UEFA Cup, I think.
And the answer is?
Well, I went for David Seaman, but I don't think that's right now.
Pop a little point down then.
David Seaman was right.
Has he played 6 clubs?
I can't think of the 6th club. Unless he had like.
Do you go
loads
for
of
Nope.
Who did you go for?
I didn't listen. Because as soon as when Andy read him out again and he said about he's never found the net, I went Campbell and I was like, oh, he definitely scored for England.
Yeah. Well, he scored in the Champions League final, didn't he? Sol Campbell.
So yeah.
When I read that, when I was vetting the quiz from my expert perspective, I read that and was like, it's all in that second one there. Never found the net. Get it.
David Seaman had 6 clubs. Definitely got to have a look at that.
Surely he must have had
after
an OG in
finished.
there. That would have counted.
This is going to be the new one of like the shit show that was us trying to guess Southampton for like 20
Oh my
minutes
god, that was
last
an
week.
absolute nightmare.
Question 2. Who am I? The highest fee paid ever for me was £5 million. Scored over 300 career goals. I once played with
Nwanku Kanu.
top scorer at my boyhood club for 4 consecutive seasons running. Paul Williams.
I went Lee Hughes.
James Panas.
You're going with the West Brom connection.
Yeah.
He's right. I did not go Lee Hughes. I went Teddy.
Right.
I went Teddy.
I've got that one.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think who his boyhood club was. It West Brom? Or did he not sign for West Brom from somebody else?
No, probably, but I realise I'm flawed with
Listening
Carnu there.
Well, he played with Carnu at West Brom.
Yeah, but I'm flawed in my one because I
okay.
know full well that he never played with Carnu.
Well, no, Carnu was obviously at Man United. Or Spurs. Or
West
Portsmouth.
Ham.
We could have
Or
played with
Portsmouth or
Portsmouth.
Forest.
Yeah,
This is why the podcast ends up being like 14 hours.
What are we at the moment?
400 hours. We started 2 days ago. Number 3. Who am I? I'm an attacking player. I played in Germany, England and Italy in that order. And I played in only one World Cup. James Panas.
Juvinho.
Edin Dzeko.
I went Dzeko as well.
2 of you can have
No!
Number 4. Who am I? Won the league in 3 different countries. Have an Italian passport, although I've never played in Italy. I've signed for 5 clubs, but not played for 4 of them. But I've only played for 4 of them.
I was going to say, Jesus Christ, that'd be amazing.
Made less than 50 international appearances for my country. Stu.
Demichelis.
Ooh, we've all gone for Demichelis.
Everybody should have a point.
Yeah!
Points all round. I feel generous.
I can't remember who the other options were there, but there was another one I was contemplating it might have been.
You don't need to remember, you got the right one.
Yeah,
Number 5. 5 time. Who am I? Played
Oh, did you
with
cross it out?
Demba Ba,
I pushed across that peak.
Emil Heskey, Rio Ferdinand, Jermaine Pennant and Laurent Blanc.
I'm not convinced he played with Ferdinand.
European Honours League Cup. Paul Williams.
Well, I think I've got it wrong now because I've gone for Robbie Keane, but I don't know where. Oh no, he might have played with Laurent Blanc at Inter.
He might have done, mightn't he?
Is that the right answer? Is
That's
it
the
Robbie
right
Keane?
answer.
Oh,
Yes,
right.
that's another one. I've got that one.
I did not.
Oh my god, I'm buying 100% so far. This is outrageous.
one's really hard.
What?
It's outrageous.
Jesus Christ.
I think this quiz is really hard. I mean, you know, I've got 100%.
Seriously,
So.
Oh, it's not even going to get 3.
half of these have been
This is
guesses.
that theory about 100 monkeys in a room with 100 typewriters. This is how I'm getting these.
Number 6. Who am I? Played on 4 different continents. Won the National League in 5 different countries. Played under Louis van Gaal. Gaal, maybe.
Rivaldo.
Come on, James.
I've gone for Riquelme.
Stu.
I went Eto.
Only one of you gets a point.
It's him, innit?
Paul Williams.
No! Eto would have been my next choice. I would have gone Rivaldo.
So Rivaldo then. So
Presumably, he had a
somewhere
stint
in Brazil,
Yeah.
Barca, Olympiacos, maybe Sporting Lisbon.
No, it was continents. Barca and Olympiacos.
Yeah, but I'm
Europe.
going through the 5 countries that he's won the league in.
Ah, right.
But I think he was trying to see if there was a team in Antarctica or something like that he could go and play for. So he got all the.
Well, David Beckham did do that documentary where he played in 7 continents in like so many weeks or whatever, didn't he? I was going to go for that early on, but I thought it's not going to do that.
Metallica played a gig in the Arctic, one of them, and that meant that they played on every continent.
Of course it does.
Number 7. Who am I? Won 2 cup competitions. Won 1 league title. Awarded a bronze medal in the Olympics. Played for 2 English Premier League teams. Earned more than 75 international caps. Stu?
I went Mascherano.
I crossed out Gareth Bale pre-options.
Good idea.
Then went Mascherano, then changed my mind to land on Joe. And he's fucking got it again.
I thought that Joe it couldn't have been because I don't think he's played that many times for Brazil. I've gone for Key because he won the title. He won the title for Celtic. Then he went to Swansea and he's played for Sunderland and Newcastle as well. Is it Key?
We need to get him tested. With electroshock, obviously. Question number 8.
We've now started hitting the ones that I started writing down before the answers came out.
Once
I was furiously scribbling down.
Once you got into your groove.
I think I got.
No, this is annoying because I've got all the same ones as you, but just Not prior to the options.
So I got through F-R-A-N before you said Francis Jeffers.
Well, I just wrote Jeffers. Like, why wouldn't you have just written Jeffers?
Oh, he's only gone and ruined his 100%.
No!
Oh, it's not. No, it's got to be Jeffers, isn't it?
Who am I? Have a Premier League a winner's medal.
2.
Earned just 1 senior cap for England.
Who were the options?
What are the options?
Francis Jeffers.
Yeah.
Luke Chadwick.
Oh, it's never Chadwick.
I don't think he ever played for England, did he?
Chris Sutton.
Oh, he did.
You've
put Chris Sutton, haven't you?
Jermaine Pennant.
Chris Sutton only get 1 game for England.
Well, he got called up, he played, and then they wanted...
you put down Chris Sutton. Get yourself a little pint.
Yeah, of course he did. And then he got asked to play in the England B team before the World Cup or something like that, and he said, Glenn, just go fuck yourself, would you please?
Nosh,
and he never got picked for England ever.
Number 9. Who am I?
Oh! Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, we need to have
breaking news.
Breaking news. There's been a goal at the Hawthorns. It is an own goal. And it has gone in. The West Bromwich Albion, mate! That's correct, ladies and gentlemen. It's 0-1.
Sweet! Obviously, I didn't predict an og. We did talk about
Jared Bowen. Tell you something, there are points going all over the place here.
Yeah, well, yeah, he did have an off-the-camera celebration.
This is just... What a time to be alive.
Who am I? Played in 3 different decades.
This is the one I wrote down before the answers came out. But again, I did put Tony Adams first and then scribbled that out and then put
Did you just do that with all the questions?
I wish I had done that. I'm a one-club man.
Twat.
My father and I both won the Champions League with the same club.
I mean, that's a bit ropey because it wouldn't have been the Champions League for this one.
Oh, European Cup.
Yeah.
But
played alongside 6 Ballon d'Or winners at club level.
A lot of them came from
James
AC.
Panas.
Well, I've gone Paolo Maldini.
Okay.
Same Z's.
Sure.
I didn't. I went Raul.
You bought yourself a little pie.
Oh,
I didn't realise they got that many Ballon d'Or players coming out of AC.
Should we put 2 ticks down there?
And our 10th and final, who am I? That question is, who am I? Played over 250 games in Serie A and scored over 100 goals. Played alongside somebody. Claude MacLeod.
So that's
and Alberto.
So
he played with MacLeod at Chelsea, wasn't he? If it's the one
Won
I'm thinking of.
Sportsman of the Year in my home country several times. Paul Williams.
Originally I put Zlatan.
Yeah, I put Chelsea originally.
But definitely wasn't an option, so in the end I went for Andrei Shevchenko.
Do you know, I was going for a shout on Mutu, but then I was like, I don't think he could have won in that sports personality for being a dirty drug taker.
Romania. He was a big player in Romania for a couple of years.
Yeah,
Stu?
but also
I like Shevchenko as well.
It's got to be Shevchenko on it.
So obviously what you should have done is stuck with your original.
Is it
It's not
Mutu?
Mutu, is it?
Mutu.
Adrian Mutu, wow.
Because he
To be fair,
meets
though,
all the criteria. I just didn't think he'd have got the sports personality.
But when you think about it though, he did come back after his cocaine thing and started playing again.
Right.
So
that's
the way to do it. So obviously there's a possible 20 points.
Yeah.
There's a minimum 10 if you just answered.
I don't think we need to go into
9 out of 10.
20.
So you can imagine if he's got 9 out of 20, we don't need to look at mine.
No, I'd like to know what Stu has.
Yeah, let's see what Stu's
I got 5.
Solid. I didn't make 5.
I didn't make 5.
James. Should we next week do Nottingham Forest quiz?
I feel like
so that Paul can.
I feel like Paul made a prediction before the start of the quiz, and I upheld that prediction. Don't even think I'm going to get a 3.
Good luck.
Did you get?
I got 2.
So does that put it to 5-2 now for the season?
Something like that, yeah.
I'm surprised he doesn't know the score. Like stats are over there.
Got wrestling quiz. Shh. You. Quiet in the corner, you. And I don't know if you were here when I said I could only do research for 1 podcast this week. So I went down the wrestling. So excited. Neither of you two will enjoy my research.
I bet we do.
No.
Oh, okay.
I watched the video, and I'm going to ruin everybody's day by informing you what my opinion of this video was.
Excellent.
On the football quiz front, have Forest and Borough got to play each other again
Yes.
this season?
It's
we're going to
Easter Monday.
So
how do we get press pass?
I don't know.
Because
Ask your producer.
Yeah. Why? What were we going to say?
I was going to say that week, if you're going to butter it up for James and do a Forest-based quiz, do like a home and away thing.
There you go.
Let me get my people on it.
That is good. I like it.
So,
I believe that's
the end.
Could be our longest one yet. A lot of rambling in that.
Oh, so there's no other goals apart from the ones.
Yeah, the goals in our games. Is it over 2 hours? Yeah. Has it hit the 2 hour mark?
No.
This would be known as average.
Average, bang average. Well, thanks for sticking with us, folks. Yeah. And due to the time, it won't go out before the 14th. So there's no point in me plugging the football quiz at 13:31.
You plugged it last week.
Oh yeah, for next month, the second Thursday of next month, which will be the of March. The football quiz at 13:31.
The second Thursday of next month.
So the good thing is, you know exactly what date it'll be in March because there's 28 days in February.
So the 14th of March.
Yeah.
Some quick maths there, James.
There'll be the football quiz at 13:31.
And it will be the only time we actually get to spend the winnings. Because we've been on, basically our winnings last for 4 weeks.
But then you piss them away by not claiming them.
Yeah, because they last for 4 weeks, but for whatever reason we've just had a run of it's 5 weeks to the next one.
Or like 4 weeks and 3 days.
Yeah.
They must honour them, surely. If you go in and just go, come on.
I don't know, you lost the last one anyway.
No, I found them both. One was just in my pocket that I'd worn.
Even if you went, this is worth 20 quid, can we just have a beer each?
Yeah.
They must honour that. I'd just say, it's your fault.
They probably turn around and go, does 5 of you turn up and buy like 3 pints between you and take 20 quid home every week? Fuck off.
But on the plus side, you do promote them. So.
That is true. Free promotion.
We've basically been threatening to go in this week as well, haven't we?
Well, it falls on Valentine's Day. Ooh.
So he asked us in advance who's going to show up.
I'd love to attend, boys, but I've got a steak to make.
Oh, nice. Obviously not for yourself.
Yeah, I love a steak. As this podcast knows all too well, me and meat in my mouth.
And on that bombshell...
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Right then.
Thank you very much, folks.
Thank you very much, folks.
Kind regards. Au revoir.
Goodbye. What an awful quiz.
You're a terrible human being, James. Don't let anybody tell you differently.
Rude.
So there you go then. What do you think to that? Another episode in the bag. Games from last week, well and truly reviewed. Upcoming games previewed. We also got insight into the Hull game for the week. So yeah, I think as we saw, there was games kicking off and goals scored already. So we'll see what the predictions look like when we review that next week. Everybody who watches on YouTube, subscribe, click the bell for notifications and things like that. Everybody should jump over to the cookiecast.com, give us some of the social media love. I've posted some stuff to Instagram and I'm trying to keep the Twitter and the Facebook up to date. So jump over there or just send us an email. Tell us how you're getting on. Send us your scores for the quizzes. See if you could... beat Paul and take the crown. But until next time, I'm going to say goodbye and I'll see you then. Bye.